Wine is synonymous with joy, friendship, celebration, and is also synonymous with growth in tourism, especially with this sector, which is recovering from one of the worst times ever, and with people increasingly seeking rural destinations. The United Nations World Tourism Organization chose Montserrat in the Alentejo for the 5th Global Wine Tourism Conference, the first time since the pandemic.
Wine tourism is becoming very popular. Many people are traveling to discover wine routes, and this is the place where we are creating new products, new guidelines, and we are creating new trends. One of them we started 5 years ago, and this is wine tourism development.
Travel trends have changed with this pandemic. After these times of confinement, we seek open spaces these days, spaces that are like this one, idyllic, like we find here in Montserrat, in our Alentejo, rural spaces. That trend of demand will continue. These new reasons for demand will continue, and wine tourism marries very well with these territories. The recovery is already being felt in countries also highly dependent on tourism. This is the case with Italy, which is hosting the next conference, and with Portugal and Greece.
Against all odds, despite difficulties, tourism is still holding strong. And I think that, of course, special interest tourism, such as wine tourism, is doing also a huge contribution in that. Let's talk in numbers. I will give you an exact number of a winery. One of the most prestigious ones is Santorini. In 2019, they received almost 1,200,000 visits, and this year they have had almost 50% of the guests.
Already in the year of the pandemic, last year there was growth. This year there was a 17% increase in demand for gastronomy and wine tourism. It's a sector on which we focused a lot, but it still lacks a bit of organisation. If we work well on the organisation, both at the digital level and in terms of promotion and integration of touristic offers, we will be able to make the leap.
All those involved agree on one point. As the number of tourists increase, wine exports increase too.